So it's a giant RC Gladiator, and it comes in blue, and it even has functional windshield wipers. This is the brand new Rlaarlo JK07 Pro, a 7-scale ready-to-run replica of the Jeep Gladiator. It is unlicensed, but very reminiscent of the Jeep Gladiator. And the thing is loaded with awesome features. It has a fully functional overlanding setup with an awning, a pop-up rooftop tent, multifunctional light system, 2-speed transmission, locking and unlocking diffs, and yes, it even has functional windshield wipers. I've been waiting a long time to get my hands on this. I'm super excited to go through this with you guys. So let's check out what comes in the box. Then we'll hit all the key features. Then we're going to hit the trails and we're going to run this thing and see how good it actually is. Here is the box that this monster comes in. Gigantic box, lots of great color graphics on this, lots of details. Going over the key features on this, also showing the colors that it is available. This comes in 3 different colors. You can get a dark gray, almost black. There is a blue, and then there is a orange. The JK07 comes in 2 different versions. You can get a brushed or brushless version. I opted to get the brushless Pro version because buy once, cry once. If I'm going to spend the money, and this thing was a bunch of money, might as well get exactly what I wanted from the get. So I actually ended up getting 2 of these. I got the blue one and I got an orange one, and actually gave Axel the blue one. Can you believe it? He really wanted his Jeep Gladiator to be like his daddy's Jeep, my 1-to-1, which looks just like this thing. So I opted to get him the blue one. Orange is my favorite color, really, so I ended up getting the orange, which I'm super happy about because it looks fantastic. Both of these look excellent. The exterior of this looks fantastic. They've done a great job with this. Highly detailed, super scale body. It's got a lot of accessories and things on it that we're going to go over. It is a one-piece Lexan body. They have added a bunch of different accessories onto it. Molded hood louvers. We've got a snorkel, hood latches, door handles, folding mirrors. Up top, there's a heavy-duty plastic cargo rack. In the rear, on top of the bed, we've got this bed rack. And on top of that is your pop-up rooftop tent, which is fully functional. On either side of the bed rack, you have these traction mats that are bolted on there. These come black, but we've painted them red to match my daily driver. On the tailgate in the back, it has this plastic covering as well. It does have this grating on it where you could bolt on some extra accessories here. We've got composite bumpers front and rear, very reminiscent of the OEM Jeep Gladiator. In the front, it's got kind of the stubby version where if you took the ears off of the stock Jeep Gladiator bumper, it's exactly what it would look like. It has a winch guard on it. We have attached a winch to it. This is aftermarket. This is an RC 4-wheel drive Warren winch, an 8-scale winch. Just put this on today. Does not come with a winch, but as you can see, fits on there perfectly. Truck has these molded fenders front and back. We've also got fog lights on top of the bumper, fog lights in the bumper, functioning light bar, LED headlights, got plastic D-rings on the front. I wish these were metal. Got the plastic tow hooks in the rear, but as you can see, we already snapped one of them off right here. Not even putting it outdoors. Actually, when I folded up, I picked the truck up like that and snapped that right off. So it's a bummer those aren't metal. They look nice. We do have a full interior in this. No driver though. I wish there was a driver. Something this realistic and this size really needs a driver in it, in my opinion. Inside, you can see it's got very nice detail on the interior. We've got cup holders, we've got a center console. The steering wheel does turn in sequence with the tires. So when you turn the wheel on the radio, your steering wheel also turns. To open the body is pretty slick. So underneath here, we have these 2 pins. They're metal, which is nice. They pull them down and then rotate them to the back. Truck opens up on a hinge. Like all my accessories in the back are gonna go flying. Now it's a heavy body. It's a big heavy body with all the accessories on it, and is only held on by these 2 screws in this hinge in the back. There's gonna be a lot of stress on this one connection in the back there. So I'm gonna be mindful of the body. Underneath here, looking at the chassis, we've got molded inner fender liners here. Got a beefy aluminum chassis. A very, very rigid chassis here. The rails are super thick. Just about 7mm thick aluminum rails on this. We've got composite shock towers front and rear, composite bracing as well. Made it to those shock towers. We've got nice adjustable coilover shocks. They've got these kind of dust boots on the shock shaft. Hoping that helps prevent from leaking. On the MK07, the Wrangler version of this truck, all 4 shocks blew out and started leaking on that very early. So I'm hoping that the protection on these helps keep these from leaking. Center mounted battery tray right here. That sits over the 2-speed transmissions. We got a 2-speed transmission here, made it to this gigantic brushless motor. So the Pro comes with the brushless motor here. This is a big 2200 kV, nice and torquey, super smooth, lots of punch on the low end, but really nice power delivery here. That's managed by this 140 amp brushless ESC over here on the passenger side. This is capable of up to 4S power. It has a fan on the top for cooling. Up in the front, we've got a 45 kilogram standard size servo, which is a little strange for a truck of this size. It seems adequate. It's not super high performance by any means. Thick metal links on this multi-link suspension setup here. So we've got a 4-link in the rear. We've got a 3-link up front with the panhard bar. Heavy duty metal links on this. Stainless steel drive shafts front and rear. Going out to these portal axles. These are going to give us lots of extra clearance here. Truck sits on these 2.9-inch beadlock wheels. These are a nice aluminum wheel. The tires on these, they're about a 5.5-inch tire, very reminiscent of the BFG KO2s. Again, looks just like what I have on my daily driver. The tires perform pretty well on the trail. Haven't had a lot of time on rocks with these. Did try it on a handful of rocks out on the trails that we found. They did okay. They seem to push a little bit in the front end. They don't stick as well as I would like them to. But this is not going to be a hardcore rock crawler. This is going to be at home, more of a scale and trail truck. And for that, the tires do really well. They also look really good. Nice proportion on this truck. All right, let's get into some demonstrations of the key features here, the real good stuff, the functionality. So you can see there's a bunch of micro servos on this thing. That's because we've got a servo for the 2-speed transmission, a servo for the front locking differential, the rear locking differential, and a 2- and 4-wheel drive mechanism. Plus we've got 2 additional micro servos up here, one controlling the windshield wipers, one controlling the steering wheel. So there's a lot of servos going on in this thing. Let's take a look at the light functionality first. So it's got a really nice set of lights on it. So the lights are operated by channel 9 here on the radio. This is a 10-channel radio, so there's lots going on here. So channel 9, we're going to scroll through and just keep pressing. Very bright LED lights on it. You can see the turn signals. Love the sequential turn signals on it. They look fantastic. In the rear, also see we've got the LED taillights in the rear. Turn signals as well. Got nice bright reverse lights on it, LED reverse lights. There's additional functionality here too. We can go through some strobes. It kind of fades in and out. So the locking and unlocking differentials. So we've got channel 3 and channel 4 up here on the top are going to be your lockers. So they come by default, they're locked, which is nice. When the lights are on, it's unlocked. So if we have unlocked diffs right now, if we come up to an obstacle with the diffs unlocked, so you see, God, this thing has a ton of power. But you see that passenger side tire not spinning, so I can hold it, it's not moving. I lock that front up. You can hear that servo. Oh God, that thing is going now. Same thing with the rear. I can grab that rear tire. It's not going anywhere. It's trying to go because the front's locked. I lock it up. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to hold that thing. The 2- and 4-wheel drive mechanism. So this multi-position switch here by where your thumb would be. So in the middle is 4-wheel drive. Move it to the front. We've got rear-wheel drive only. Move it to the rear. We've got front-wheel drive only. That's an interesting feature. I'm not sure how useful it really is. We had a lot of fun putting it in rear-wheel drive. With the brushless power, this thing can drift, do donuts and all that. It's a lot of fun. So I guess there is some fun factor to it. The practicality of a 2-wheel drive, especially front-wheel drive setup in this, I don't know. 2-speed transmission, that is channel 8. So when that is lit up, you are in high gear. High gear is fast. It's got some power to it. It is super quick. It's still able to crawl fairly well. I actually found myself a couple times tackling obstacles inadvertently in high gear and doing pretty well. In low gear, it's got, man, this thing is snappy, but the power delivery is nice. You can really slow it down. It's very quiet, very smooth, super linear power out of this thing. And the windshield wipers, got to show you guys the windshield wipers. So channel 10 here on the very bottom is the windshield wipers. Look at that. So you can press it once for just a quick wipe. If you double tap it, they stay on. And then finally, if you can see in there, I've got the tinted windows on mine. When you operate the steering, you can see the steering wheel inside the interior is also turning. So in addition to those features, the kind of the technical features, we've also got this overlanding setup here. So we've got an awning up top here. You can open this up. There's two metal clips that you undo here. We have lost two of them. This is a very tiny little clip here. You want to be very mindful of that. If you roll it over here, very easy to lose those. We both have lost one, so I've started using these rubber bands to hold this on. Nonetheless, you open this up. You have your awning that you can fold out. These two support pieces plug in right there. My bench is not big enough to show you this thing in its entirety. You can kind of get a, there you go, kind of get a sense there and bend those poles. And also in the rear, we've got this rooftop tent. You can open this up. Again, fully functional. This has a metal support in here. There you go. There's your overland setup. But if that wasn't enough, you also get a picnic table and you get 3 folding chairs. There we go. Got our overland setup ready to go. Oh, can't forget my ladder. Comes with your ladder for your rooftop tent. You can put that on there as well. And you got a shovel here too that was attached to the rear. I'm gonna throw that right in the bed. Super cool setup here, right? Now you do have to assemble all of the scale details here, the chairs and the table. They're a little tedious to put together. Once you do though, you can fold everything up. It all fits in the bed of the truck. A bit of a tight fit, but it does fit in there. Fold up your awning, pack up your tent, and you're ready to hit the trails again. Right, in addition to the truck itself, you do get some extra goodies. I mentioned all the scale accessories that it comes with, the table, the chairs, all that stuff. You also get some optional tinted window stickers. I put these on the orange one, haven't put them on the blue one yet. You get some markers. You get a white and you get an orange marker. You can do up your tires, white wall style, dress up your accents. These are available with the truck. You get a wrench. We get an extra servo horn. Get some stickers. Get our detailed owner's manual. We get the 2.4 gigahertz 10-channel radio. You will need to supply your own battery and charger. Other than that, it is ready to go. And so are we with the run footage. But first, let's do some quick size comparisons, and then we will go hit the trails and have some fun. I got to do this off the bench because the thing's too big. But here we are against the SCX-10 Jeep Gladiator. So you can see how much bigger it is. Significantly larger than the SCX-10 here. And here we are with the MK07, the previous release from Rlaarlo. This is the Wrangler version. So you can see these are very similar. The JK is going to have a longer wheelbase, just like the Gladiator does, versus the Wrangler. I think they've significantly improved the JK07 compared to the MK07. This was a fun rig, very cool rig, but they've really upped their game with the JK07 here. And finally, here we are against the SCX-6 Honcho. As big as the JK07 is, it still looks small compared to the Honcho here, which is just overall bigger in nearly every dimension. You can see the wheelbase is longer on the JK07, but the Honcho is just a burlier, overall bigger machine. All right, here we are out at Hathaway Pond in Hyannis, Massachusetts. We're gonna go around the trails. Look at these two sweethearts on top of the real Gladiator. Looking awesome out here. Painted the traction mats on Axel's blue one to match the big Gladiator. So now we're super close. Love the blue and orange together. They look super good out here. You can see the metallic paint showing here. Super cool. You ready to go hit the trails, buddy?
Yeah.
Let's do a quick speed run here. So go and hike.
Can I go?
Yeah, let's line them up. Go on the road, do a flyby here. I wasn't even in high gear, I was in low gear. Whoa! All right, here we are on the trails with these things. Super excited. Look at the speed. They're so fast. Crazy, crazy fast in high gear. Coming through the trails, these things look so real. We got to get a driver in them though. That's what we need. There's like these phantom Gladiators driving along now. Let's check out the drag brake going downhill here. Pretty stable going through there. We're gonna set up camp?
I am.
All right, let's set up. I want to try and find a flat spot here. So here we are with our overland gear all set up. We've got a good campsite lakeside. Axel's throwing some rocks in the pond. This is where we come fishing during the summer. Check out the tent and everything set up here. So the ladder that comes with it goes to the back, which is a little odd because there's no door to the tent there. The door is in the front over here with no ladder access. You could probably hang it on the side there if you wanted to. Got the awning here, which comes out super easy. It's got these supports underneath it, plus these two in the front. We have our table and our chairs. Chairs are a little bit of a pain to set up. They're a little flimsy, but all of it folds up and fits in the back of the truck. So we put it all in the beds and drove it here with them. Fun to set up. We forgot our figures. We've got some G.I. Joes that would have been perfect out here, but nonetheless, we got our campsite set up. Climbing out of here, let's demonstrate the diff functionality. So I've got both of my diffs are open right now. It's these two top channels. So I'm going to try to climb up out of here with the open diffs. Let's see, I'm locked up. It's actually doing better than I thought it would. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm slipping all over the place. Let's see. Let's lock up the rear. Rear's locked. That gets us through pretty easy. Oh, I'm still stuck. That did it. Cool.
I completely pushed the button.
Yeah?
So I can do it easier.
Locking the rear works really good, and then you've got good handling in the front with the open front. But you've got that locked rear to help. Let's see if we can get up out of here though. This is going to be tricky. All right, yep, I'm gonna need to lock the front. I hear those servos engage. Whoa! I'm Jeep waving. That brushless power on this thing, so good. You can slow it down. I gotta get those lugs to grab right there. Make sure I don't lose my gear. I'm not out of the woods yet. Well, there we go. But I get high centered pretty easy. I'm turtled, I need a bump. There we go.
I wasn't even in high gear.
That's good. Oh, geez, your tent. Come up to our first rock. Haven't seen any rocks with these things. I'm anxious to see how they do crawling, which we'll do, but it's gonna be hard to find anything to challenge these things on this trail. Definitely top heavy. Oh, you're leaning. Nice. That was planted. That was good. Yep, rock pile there we'll try out. We're going to go down here again. This is a steep, gnarly descent. Let me get to the bottom and then I'll get us going down.
Ready?
Big drop.
I don't mind.
Good. Nice job.
Next one. I'll wait for you.
You got to come over here. Whoa, almost fell.
Ready?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Here we go. This is going to be super tough.
Yeah. Oh, top heavy top.
Drive it. Drive it. Wow, I thought that you'd have to gas it off of there, but that was actually really good.
Got it.
I did. I thought you'd have to hammer it.
I knew I did it. There, I knew I didn't. So I was not following you the way you thought. I probably wouldn't have fell if I hammered it. You wouldn't have been completely wrong if I hammered it. I probably wouldn't have crashed.
I'm thankful we got the brushless ones. They're perfect out here. Whoa, like that.
That's
Axel got me on that one. He went down a lot better than I did.
think I should hammer it.
I don't think you'll have to. Yeah, you can come down nice and slow. I should start taking driving lessons from Axel. I don't need to give him advice. It should be the other way around. This way we need a winch. We need our scale winches on here.
Hey, I can't do it.
Let's see if it goes up over these rocks, how it goes.
I tried.
The tires are not sticky on the rocks for sure. It's definitely going to need some better tires if you want to rock crawl it. Just not getting a lot of hold on those front tires there. It would be interesting to see how this does with the brass upgrades and the steel upgrades that we got.
That will be cool.
I bet it'll do really good. The MK07, the Wrangler version of this, does really good. I'm going over. Oh no! So playing around with another couple of the features here, so you can switch it two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, like I mentioned on the bench, and put it in four-wheel or two-wheel drive. Drift it around here. Nice. Oh, we finally found some rocks up there. Axel's getting anxious, so we get some rock footage on this trail. He's like hustling. Yeah, both diffs locked. Axel's already beat me to the top. I need more weight in the front, or some better tires for sure. I just push off to the side. I don't stick that line. There we go. The long wheelbase, you gotta hammer it. I'm losing all my stuff again. There we go. Alright, we found some rocks. Look at Axel here, floating on those rocks. He's got that back wheel tucked right in there. On the other side. Oh yeah. Where do you go from here, big guy? I don't know what you're gonna do.
You know what I'm doing?
What are you doing?
Trying to go forward.
Oh! Turtle right there. Nope, maybe not. Yep.
You know, if you fall, you're probably gonna smack into a rock and then break and then explode and then break.
Think about how I want to approach this. I think if I come down right where you are.
I just was.
Yeah.
I thought a real gladiator was right there. Mine looks so real that I thought it was a gladiator just right there. Is that crazy? I don't even know why I thought that.
Well, this is going to be tough.
I'm not taking the risk of breakage.
All right.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be so hard, Daddy. This? Then you're not there, probably not. That's too slippery. Yeah, probably too slippery.
Oh, you know what? I'm doing this in high gear.
Daddy. You did it in the most inefficient way.
I did. Wondering why it was like stalling out on me, because it was like I was in high gear there.
They see mine over there.
I see it creeping up there. Oh. It's gonna do it. I'm like high centered right here. Oh man, that was nasty. Well, we found some cool trail through here. Axel's testing the waterproofing. Going through the pond. We gotta find a way out of here. All right, getting to the end of the trail here. We found this rock. We gotta give it a shot. Boy, once it starts to lift, it wants to go fast. What's on the other side over there?
A little trail. Hey, what do you think? I just drove around it. See?
If I can get, is there no way to get off here? All right, trail run winding down. We're almost back to the public beach. I've had a great time out here. These things are excellent on the trail. Super fun scale and trail truck. Minimal breakage. Those tow hooks in the back are plastic and don't hold up very well. Same with the D-rings in the front. Wish those were aluminum. The clips that hold the awning on, we've lost 2 of those. You definitely want to keep an eye on those. Probably put rubber bands or something as an alternative way to fasten that awning, because those are going to say catch you later pretty much as soon as you roll it over on that driver's side. Battery life has been good. This has been a long trip out here, at least an hour plus. The brushless motors and the power system seems to be really efficient. Even with Axel driving, he's still going strong on 1 pack. Back to the parking lot we are. Super fun first outing with these things. I'm excited to get it out to the rocks. Probably not going to make it in this video because I want to get this out to you guys. And that was a lot of run footage that we got today. But we will try them out on the rocks. But a lot of fun with these trucks. No buyer's remorse despite the pretty high price tag. A lot of fun, especially in terrain like this. So we're going to pack up, head home. We'll see you guys back at the bench to wrap this up. All right, guys, had a ton of fun with these trucks out on the trails today. Looking forward to getting this thing out on some rocks to really see what it can do as far as crawling goes. But man, we had a good time out on the trails. But we'll continue to try it out in different places. But man, these things are super fun. They look so real going down the trails. Rlaarlo has really done a great job with the scale details on this truck. In addition to the appearance and the scale realism from a visual perspective, the driving experience is great. The additional functionality brought about by the locking and unlocking diffs, the 2-speed lights and the windshield wiper, all of it comes together into a really immersive driving experience. Just a lot of fun. From a durability standpoint, they held up really well. Mechanically, no issues whatsoever. We did a lot of shifting with the servos in and out of all the different features, testing those micro servos. I really wanted to see how those things held up in real world conditions, and I'm happy to say that the shifting was smooth in the transmission. The diffs and everything functioned really well. Overall, a very fun truck. These are available to order now. Like I said, it does come in the 2 different versions. There is the brushed version and the brushless version. They are currently on sale at a launch price of $600 for the brushed version, $750 for the pro version. That price will go up. So these are expensive rigs, but you do get a lot of performance and a lot of features out of these in a large scale truck. I will put the link in the description down below on where you can pick up both versions of this truck. And guys, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. What do you think of the JK07 here? And as always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the next video.